For us at Designing, healthy buildings really push beyond what we'd normally think of as, a health building. We've done a lot of thinking and a lot of research in the last few years to put ourselves in a place where we can actually close that loop in understanding what people need in their projects and in their buildings. Designing for health for us is everything from making sure the building operates and functions properly, right through to satisfying people's emotional needs as well. And that's a big ask and a big responsibility for architects. And the way I guess we'd like to think about it is we've got all the more controllable qualitative aspects of what a sustainable or healthy building would be, and making sure you can renew and harvest and gather everything from the natural environment in a sustainable way, closing that loop, what we often call the quantitative aspects of sustainability. But that's not enough. That's a base level that we need to be doing. If we're actually going to be sustainable in the future, we need to make sure all those things are satisfied. But that doesn't go far enough in terms of answering emotional, spiritual, and broader health issues of the community. So we like to also think of the importance of 5 natural experiences, which links through to all the research that suggests that our interaction and connection with nature is fundamental to our health and happiness. So we look beyond just those quantitative aspects at things like belonging and learning, joy, beauty, comfort, these natural experiences that really underpin what true healthy buildings need to be.
A healthy building for me is one that primarily looks out for the users and the occupants' health and well-being. And that goes beyond just a building which performs well from a quantitative sustainability point of view. Buildings should perform incredibly well and be energy efficient, but almost more importantly, they need to look out for the well-being of the occupants and the people who are going to be using that building.
This is actually a big passion of mine because I really enjoy a lot of the different factors ranging from landscape. So I have a passion for the external outdoors and plants and nature, and bringing that into our work. So through biophilic elements, the use of materiality, the use of healthy environments, from conditioning spaces to creating a really beautiful space as well. Being able to work with all these different disciplines and having a good understanding of all the components that go together to make a healthy building is really something that makes me excited.
Sustainability is at the forefront of all of our designs and a really important consideration for all of our projects. At the Glenroy Community Hub specifically, we've achieved Passive House certification. We're aiming to achieve Zero Energy certification, as well as Living Building Challenge Pedal certification.
So we do think of biophilic design as a really overarching approach. It's neither a recipe or a blueprint or an assurance for good design. At its core, it's basically about designing with nature rather than against nature. So it presupposes that as humans, we have evolved and learnt to actually be one with nature, and we've lost a lot of those connections the last couple hundred years. And designers have the potential and responsibility to reconnect people with the natural environment, which is far more than just having views or having soft landscape. It really speaks to actually our total experience of buildings and spaces. So for us, biophilia is a given, but it's also a really useful way to communicate and talk through the process of design with clients. There's no mystery to it. It's how can we create any environment that does a better job of connecting us with nature.